Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new here, my name is Bridget. On this channel I talk about faith, marriage and lifestyle. Thank you for tuning in. For my returning subscribers, thank you for tuning into my video. Thank you for your massive support on this channel. Please keep supporting, keep the comments coming, keep the likes going, and keep watching my video. May the good Lord bless you all. I'm going to be talking about insecurity and sharing my own experiences of insecurity. What are the causes of insecurity and how can you come out of insecurity? If that feels like what you want to know about, please don't go nowhere. Let's get right into the video. Welcome back. So what is insecurity? Insecurity is an uncertain anxiety about oneself, lack of confidence. That is just the simple explanation of insecurity, lack of self-confidence. Insecurity is what everybody has experienced in one way or the other, but when you experience it all the time, that is when you have to do something about it and consciously and intentionally work yourself out of insecurity. So it is a sense of vulnerability or inferior in some way, instability, which threatens the way you perceive your own image. Forgive me if I keep looking down. As usual, as always, I have written down some things down that I have to keep going back to so I don't miss out on the point that I've listed down. So, what are the causes of insecurity? I have generalized the major causes of insecurity into 3. And out of these 3, you'll find out that you belong to 1 or 2. And out of this 1 or 2 is what informs or what brings about what this cause of insecurity is. Insecurity based on recent failure or rejection. The way we perceive ourselves, the way we feel about ourselves, and an experience such as losing your job, losing a loved one, the death of spouse, and a negative health event could cause, insecurity. A recent, you see yourself in this moment is because, most part of your self-confidence or your self-worth has been attached to that aspect of your life. So some is because they have a great job that is paying well and they feel so confident about themselves because they can take care of their needs. When they lose such job, they kind of become insecure about themselves. For some, it is a good relationship that is thriving so well. If something that happened to that relationship, maybe they go their separate way or it didn't work, they start feeling insecure about themselves, feeling uncertain about the way they perceive themselves. So the first cause of insecurity is insecurity based on recent events such as failure and rejection. The second causes of insecurity that I have thought about is insecurity caused by lack of confidence because of social anxiety. Social anxiety, many of us have experienced a lack of confidence in social situations like attending parties, attending family gatherings, attending interviews, or having dates. The fear of being evaluated by others, could cause some people to cringe out and not want to go to some social events, and this kind of insecurity is called our upbringing. Most of us that grew up in an African society with African parents that are very critical of us while we are growing up, parents or guardians that are very that put pressure on us to be successful, pressure on us to be popular or whatever. If you have experienced this pressure or criticism while you are growing up, you may have this social anxiety. You may not be sure or secure in yourself of attending parties or attending interview. You may be afraid of being evaluated, because of the kind of upbringing you have, which a lot of us fall into this circle, myself inclusive. When I have a party to attend, I get very afraid. I'm not sure I'm going to look good enough to fit into that clique or that circle of people. I have a social anxiety. We are all work in progress and gradually we are coming out of this. So this type of insecurity is generally based on destructive belief about your self-worth. It's something that generated right from when you are young and now it has become part of you. You have a destructive belief about your self-worth. So I have said the first cause is recent events such as failure and rejection. The number 2 cause is lack of confidence because of social anxiety. And the third one is insecurity driven by perfectionism. Some of us have very high standard for everything we do. We want everything to just be perfect. We want our families to be perfect. We want our children to be perfect. You may want the best job. You may want the perfect body figure. You may want the most beautiful and decorated apartment or house, neat and polite kids or the ideal partner to be married to. Unfortunately, it doesn't always turn out the way we plan it to be. It doesn't always turn out the way we exactly plan it to be. Not because we don't work towards it, not because we don't want it that way, but even if we work extra hard sometimes, it may not just turn out the way we have planned it in our consciousness for them to be. So if you are constantly disappointed and blaming yourself for being anything less than perfect, you will start to feel insecure and unworthy. Beating up yourself and constantly worrying about not being good enough can lead to depression and anxiety. 2 of these, I belong to the I think if not the 3, I belong to the last 2. That is insecurity caused by social anxiety and insecurity caused by perfectionism. I am somebody that wants everything to be perfect. When I wanted to start my YouTube channel, I wasn't sure if I speak so well. I wasn't sure if everything would just go perfect the way I've always seen it. I started comparing the YouTube videos that I've seen. Am I going to talk the way that person talks? Am I going to have a clear picture like that? I just wanted everything to be perfect. And when you start to beat yourself up with things that are not always perfect, then, you will not do anything in life. So the first step to coming out of insecurity is to even accept and know that, yes, I have some sense of insecurity in this part, in that part. Then you start to acknowledge it and intentionally start to come out of it, or start working your way into how you can, overcome that. If you don't overcome it, you will not take any major steps in life. You will not be able to do anything because you are going to be your own biggest self-critic. Not even people criticizing you, are going to keep criticizing yourself over what is not. Even when people are telling you, oh, it's beautiful, you feel no. They are just, they are just trying to make you feel good because you want to be perfect. You want everything to just be perfect. And when they are not, you start to feel depressed about those things. So how can you come out of this insecurity? My own first tips on how I, come out of it is, first, I affirm my own values. I have come to the point of knowing that, okay, yes, Bridget, you're different. You can't be like every other person. You can't be as perfect as Mr. A. You can't be as perfect as Miss B. You are just your unique person. God created over how many people, billion upon this world, and nobody talks the way you do. Nobody behaves the way you do. Nobody acts the way you do. So try to be your own original copy. Try to just be yourself and know that nobody can be the way you do. Your fingerprint is just uniquely different, and that is how God has created you. Affirm your own value in the light of God's word, and affirm yourself that, okay, this is who I am, this is what I stand for, and just recognize who you are and accept your person. So the first thing I do in coming out of insecurity is to affirm my own value. The second thing I do is to take care of my own needs. Dear darlings watching me, please take care of your own needs first. You cannot give what you don't have. You cannot give, that is just so. You can't give what you don't have. You have to have enough of yourself for you to give half of yourself or some part of yourself to somebody. You cannot make somebody happy when you are not happy yourself. You cannot cheer somebody up when you cannot even be cheered up. So you need to take care of your own need. Do your own favorite workout, unplug from phone and some social media sometimes, and just detox your system for you to meditate and rest when you need to. Take yourself out, treat yourself, take care of yourself before you can start reaching out to some people. I am that kind of person that I take care of everybody and forget myself most time. I want everybody around me to be happy. I want everybody to be cared for, and most time I lost myself even while I'm taking care of everybody, and at the end everybody is happy except me. And the funny thing about people that behave that way is that everybody just feels they are okay because they are the ones cheering everybody up, right? So you need to take care of yourself. You need to treat yourself first before you can treat the other person. The society, the world needs you to be you. The world needs you to be you. I'll say that again. The world needs you to be your original you. Get that? Let it sink and work with that. Number 3, embrace the awkward. Things will not always be perfect. There are going to be moments when let me use the word fumble. There are going to be moments where it's not sound right. It will not. There are sometimes I listen to my video and I'm like, wow, Tian, you just pack some English that are not nice. And I laugh about it. Embrace the awkward. They are part of what makes you unique. As you are trying to work yourself to being a better person, trying to improve on yourself daily. Sometimes they may not go the way you are planning it. It's okay. Embrace it. They are part of the process. Embrace the awkward. Laugh about your mistake. Before someone will laugh at you, you laugh at yourself and say, yes, it's fine, I'm getting better, It is just part of life. Accept it. Nobody is perfect. Everybody is working towards perfection. So don't beat yourself down thinking you are the one that is not getting it right. Some other people are also struggling with some things. Okay? So challenge your negative thoughts. Challenge it. There are sometimes that even your mind will want to come and tell you, oh, why did you do that? You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have said that. Challenge it, forgive yourself, consider the lessons you've learned from that mistake and move on. There are sometimes we'll make some mistake and we'll feel, oh, you shouldn't have done that, you shouldn't have done that, why did you do that, why did you do that? Tell yourself it's okay, it's fine, it's part of life. I've learned from this and move on. You've just learned another way not to make that same mistake again. Forgive yourself. Move on. Spend time with people who loves you. I cannot overemphasize this one. If you know people that love you, that genuinely love you and celebrate who you are, please spend most of your time with them. And nothing like surrounding yourself with, loving, supportive people who builds you up and build your self-confidence up. Please make sure you spend your time with them and tell them how you feel. Let them boost your self-confidence and boost your worth. Reflect on the good. Celebrate your success. Talk to yourself to celebrate your success, no matter how small or big. Please, if you don't celebrate yourself, who will? Celebrate your success. Cheer yourself up. Tell yourself you are getting there, you are getting better. Make sure you look into the mirror every day and tell yourself, girl, you look so beautiful. Girl, you are so smart. Girl, you can do it. Celebrate something when you have a big win, no matter how small it is. Make sure you celebrate it. List 3 things you are appreciative of. There is nothing that boosts your self-confidence and happy hormone like gratitude. Thank God for the things God have done in you. Thank God for the great and beautiful things you can see in your life. Instead of meditating on the ones that are not working, make sure you put your energy on the ones that are working and thank God for it. Thank God for everything that is working out well. And as you are thanking God for it, you see that, oh, you just start to recognize that, oh, I can really do a lot of things. You don't know how much you can do until you really start. So start, make your own mistake and grow in them. Start. Don't allow that self-critic keep you down. As the voice is coming, tell yourself it's okay to make mistake. It's okay to get it wrong. I'll get it better the next day. Do things that you find joy in doing. Do things that you love. Stay with friends. Make sure you hang out with friends. Life is too short for you to brood over the things that are not working. We all feel insecure sometimes, but when you start feeling insecure every time, then is when you have to watch it. Insecurity is not what you want to allow. The devil most time wants to use this to pin us down so that we will not accomplish that great thing the Lord has created us for. So these are my own experiences. This is how I have recognized them, and these are my tips on coming out of insecurity. What are your own tips of coming out of insecurity? Let me hear your own opinion in the comment section, and I'll be glad to hear them. And how do you come out of them when you recognize you have insecurity sometimes? Thank you for watching today's video. I hope it has been helpful in some way. Please give it a thumb up, subscribe if you have not, and yes, I'll see you in my next video. It's your girl Bridget. Subscribe, like, comment. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.